Well, she came about really because when I was writing my very first book, which is called The Witchfinder's Well, I needed my character. So it's basically a time travel book, and it starts in the modern day, and I have a character who is fascinated by the Tudors, and I needed to give her a reason as to why she's fascinated by the Tudors. So I invented a series of books that she reads, like her favourite book. And they were the Mary Fox adventures. Now, at this point, they didn't exist other than me just literally typing 3 titles almost as fast as I could type. So I went Broken Sword, The Tudor Prince, The River of Fire, bish, bash, bosh, done. Thank you very much. And then I had my main character, whose name is Justine. I had her, because it was going to be Justine Time, which is a time traveller. Thankfully, I decided not to do that, but the name stuck. Anyway, so she has these books and she reads them. And there's a twist in that book as well, because when she reads the books, there's a twist. But basically, Mary Fox sort of sprang into life on the pages of this book, The Witchfinder's Well. And then one day I thought, about 3 years ago, I'm going to write those books. And so here we are. I have now written the 3 books that I just literally, here's the title. And The River of Fire was, it was just the idea, it was The River of Fire. I think I was probably thinking of C.J. Sansom and Dark Fire. Has anyone read that book? So there's burning pitch on the River Thames in that book. So it just sort of like struck. And so I came up with this title, The River of Fire. And then when I sat down to write the book, I had no idea what the book was actually going to be about. So I thought, well, River of Fire, well, that's a volcano, isn't it? So then I thought, well, what volcanoes exploded at some point during the mid-1530s, mid to late 1530s. And I did a bit of research, and would you believe it? There was Monte Nuovo in a town called Pozzuoli, which is on the Bay of Naples. Now, I don't know if you know, but the Bay of Naples is actually known as Campo Flegrei, which means field of fire. And it's why Vesuvius is there. And there are eruptions all the time on the Bay of Naples. You're nodding. You must have, you know that. So we literally have a volcano exploding at the end of 1538. And it's in the town of Pozzuoli, and it literally created a mountain within a week. Went from nothing to over 120 meters in a week. I went out there and I walked up the side of the mountain, and I walked all around Pozzuoli, and I found a few locations which I've actually used in the book. And I could only get up sort of halfway up the mountain, so I never actually be able to look over the top and see the whole crater, but it's there. So I had my River of Fire, volcanic eruption, perfect. And then I found out that if you were going to go from England down to Naples around that time, the assassination of Alessandro de' Medici was the big event that happened pretty much at the right moment on the way down. So then it's perfect. And then I found out that Caterina de' Ginori was used as a bait. Bish, bash, bosh. There we are. Mary Fox, poor old Mary Fox, gets to have to be Caterina. She does have to dress up as different people, and we'll talk about that maybe later. But yes, it was quite fun to do all that research and then put it all together.